That's great. That's great. Chal. Right. So today in this 30 to 45 minute session, which we are going to discuss about of the basic things of the SAP, not only the basic things, the major things of the SAP. In that way, the first question which we have to make ourselves, first of all, what is SAP? The first thing. And the second question itself it is why SAP? Then, and as well as what to do. What to do, right? Why? Because whenever we are doing anything, first of all, ourselves, we have to make these of the questions, right? So whenever you have got this idea about of that what it is, why it was, and what to do, automatically we get an idea about it. So in this scenario, if we can observe here, I am not calling this as a SAP. Why? Because it's not in a single word. It is a combination of individual letters, like as SAP. Even when I'm asking you people what is SAP, you can give the answer that it's a name, system, and then applications and products. What exactly? That system application products in data processing. Is it right? That was
Yes,
a
sir.
abbreviation of the SAP. Even I'm also accepting this. This is an abbreviation. Even the Google also will give this answer, right? But
Right.
I want the clear explanation about of that SAP. Even when we are facing of an interview, if you can give this answer, they are not satisfying the interviewer. The interviewer is asking that. Okay, boss, whatever you have given the abbreviation, I'm happy with that. But I want the clear definition about what is the system and what is the application, what is the products. Then what we have to say here, system is nothing but like in a company or any organization. And at that company or organization, there was a multiple of the transactions which was happening, right? And is it possible to handle all these of the transactions by the one person or one department? Is it can be possible?
No, sir.
No. That means, say for example, of one organization is there, like as Hindustan Lever Limited, which I said that. In Hindustan Lever Limited, there was a multiple of the transactions will be there. Like as from the starting, what is the equity share capital and what is the capitals which we made against of that capital where we have what is the purchases we made against of the purchases we need to make the payments against of that purchases we have to make the production and whatever the product has been manufactured that has to be made to sell to the customer. And whenever we are selling to the customer, we are getting the customers by through the sales employees. So how to make the recruitment of the and what is the positions which we are having like that. There was a multiple of the transactions would be there. But is it possible to handle all these of the tasks or the transactions by the one person or the one department? In the sense of we can say no, it's an impossible thing. That's why all these of the transactions has been divided into the different departments. Like as in my organization also, as like as FICO, finance department is there, sales department is there, purchase department is there, admin department is there, production department is there. Right now, with the interviewer is asking the question, can you please tell me exactly what it was in the sense of we can say here, if there is a company or any organization was called as an system, and whatever the transactions which was happening is called as an applications, and all these applications has been segregated into the different departments, and we have to make into the data processing work. That particular data processing work is called as SAP. Now is it clear, guys?
Okay, okay.
What
Yeah.
exactly it mean by that? Okay, fine. And the second thing which we have to remember that SAP is not a software. Please do remember. And even though it's not any language, and also it's not any database, then what it is? So first of all, let me take it an example as I will explain it. As which we said that Hindustan Lever Limited. For the I'm the Hindustan Lever Limited. Say for example, I want to make my organization into the computerization. That means in my organization there was a multiple of the transactions which were going on, but all these of the transactions which was happening by through the manually, but day to day the transactions are going to be increased. Day to day the transactions will be going to be more and more. At the time, to maintain all these transactions data in a safe and secure manner through with the papers and the manually, it would be very hard for me. It going to be very hard for me. So what I am thinking that, what I am thinking that instead of making or maintaining my organization transactions into the manual, I want to make my organization into the computerized. My organization wants to make my organization transactions into the computerized. So, as in a Hindustan Lever Limited, I had decided that I want to make my organization into the computerized. That was decided for me, and I'm having the money. I can purchase the systems. As which I said that I'm having the 50 members of the employees in all of my 5 departments, and I have decided to make my organization to the computerized. Now, whenever I had decided to make my organization into the computerized, and I'm having the systems, and for using those of the systemized transactions, I came to yours. That means let's take an example of I went to the one IT company like as TCS, and TCS is an IT service providers, right? And I went to the TCS and I am asking them, guys, this is my organization. I am so, and I want to make my organization into the computer. So please give me the solution. So please give me the solution for me. As it is years, those people has been given me the first choices to that. Okay, dear Hindustan Lever Limited, you want to make your organization into the computerized now? Do one thing. Just tell me whatever your requirements are there. That means in your organization, which you said that 5 departments are there. Okay, let's take the HR department. In the HR department, tell me what is your organizational roles and responsibilities. Say, for example, of how many types of the employees would be there, and how you people are going to make the fulfill the vacancy, and whatever the time management which you are using, and how the training and event management which you are providing to your employees, and whatever the payroll structures which you are maintaining, and how much of the TDS you are going to deduct from your employees. Just tell me all of these requirements, not only the HR, but also the finance, sales, as like as whatever the departments which you are having. Just tell me all of your requirements, whatever you want. As per the requirements which you people has been given, we are going to develop a new software for yours. Simply what they said that, tell me whatever your exactly requirement. As per your requirement, we people are going to develop a new software, and you people can work on that one after making the development. That means development in the sense of nothing is there. We are going to start from the beginning, and we will make everything, and you can So what I am saying that tell me that requirement. As per that requirement, we people are going to develop a new software. That means simply what the TCS are doing that we are developing a new software for yours and we will deliver it to yours and you can use on that one. The first thing that TCS people has been said that the TCS people has been said that whatever you want, tell me that requirement, whatever. And as per that, as per that, will develop a new software. The first thing. Okay, boss, that should be good. You are going to develop a new software, and after the development, we can work on that one. We can work on that one. That should be good. There is no issue. But whatever I am thinking that, as an Hindustan Level Limited, at present you are going to develop a new software. That means it was takes a lot of the time, and even though the cost also would be high, the cost also would be high. So instead of going to develop a new software or a new thing, do you people is having any existing one? That means what I am thinking. Yes, guys, is it clear?
Yeah.
Fine. So instead of developing a new software, as in a Hindustan Level Limited, what I'm asking that? What I'm asking that? Do you people having any existing? That means we don't want to develop a new one. Instead of that, do you have anything already? Just give it to me. We will purchase that and we will use it. Now, can you please tell me that which is the better choice in these two? Developing of a new one or taking the existing one for my Hindustan Level Limited? So, frankly, which we can say here, instead of developing of a new software, when we have taken the existing one, that should be better. We can directly purchase that and we can use it. Is it right?
Yeah.
But what my question
Hello.
here? Yes, boss.
Are you get my voice, sir?
Yes. Okay. So instead of development, we can say here to take the existing one and we can work on that one. That is a better choice. Is it right? But
Yeah.
As in a Hindustan, what I am thinking that is that existing whatever it was there, is that was made for me. Can't we say that? That means that was not made for me, right? So that means the first choice you people has been said that you are going to develop a new software. I am in thinking that it will be takes a lot of the time and it will be takes a lot of the cost. Boss, your friend has been disconnected. Mostly he's having some network issue. Hello?
Hello. I'm here.
Yes, boss. Yeah, you're there. One more person, your friend is there now. He has been disconnected. His network has been issue or something, whatever.
Yes. He's
Shall I
from rural
continue?
area and their network problem is on the rise.
Acha. So shall I continue? Not an
Yeah.
issue.
No.
I will send a. I will send. Yes, guy. Yes, boss. Is it audible now?
Yes, sir.
आपका तो बाहर चला गया फिर आ गया था. Maybe some network issue would be
connection
there.
is very poor. Okay.
हाँ जी. मेरे को पता है. चलो ठीक है. Okay. So instead of making the development, existing is a better. But whatever that existing one is there, that was not made for me. Me in the sense of for the Hindustan development.
Yeah.
That means if I take in that existing one, I need to compromise with that existing one. Is it right? मेरे को जो कुछ भी है उसके हिसाब से हम लोग काम करना पड़ेगा. But that was not made especially for me. So I need to compromise with that. So Instead of that one also, the TCS has been given me the another choice. The third one, the third thing. What they're saying that instead of making the development and also instead of taking off the existing one, another choice is there. Another choice is there. What we are saying that we are having some existing one. Tell me your requirement. Tell me your requirement. As per your requirement, our team will modify this and you can work on this. Now, can you people tell me that which is a better choice on these three? Developing of the new one, or else taking off the existing one, or else modifying of the existing one as per the requirements.
Modify
Which
the
would be
existing
the
one as per the requirement.
right? Why? Because we
Third
need not to
option.
yes, we need not to develop, and even we need not to compromise with the existing one. The third choice is the better.
Yeah.
So whatever the third choice which we said, that is called as an ERP. Okay, what was the difference in between of the software and the ERP? What was the difference in between of the software and the ERP in the sense of software? Either it has to be developed, software either it has to be developed, or else it has been developed. See, there is a two things would be there. Software
Okay.
either has to develop, इसका मतलब हम लोग अभी तो डेवलप करना पड़ेगा, यानी which has been already developed. इसका मतलब जो कुछ भी डेवलप हुआ था उसको लेके हम लोग इस्तेमाल करना पड़ेगा, right? This is the two choices. But what I am saying that instead of making the development and instead of working with the existing, we had another choice which is called as ERP. What it means by that? Something which was developed and we will modify that developed one as per the requirements. As per the requirements. So that's what we are, as per the requirements. That's what we are calling as an ERP. That's what we are calling as ERP. Did you got this? So
Yeah.
what was the difference in between of the software and the ERP in the sense of either software has to develop or it has to be developed, right? And ERP in the sense of we will modify that developer things. We will go for modify the developer things as per the requirement. That's what exactly which we are calling as an ERP. So ERP. I hope you have already heard this word of the ERP.
Yeah.
आपने कहीं पे सुना है था,
Enterprise
लेकिन
resource planning.
हाँ जी, enterprise resource planning. So अभी यहाँ पे enterprise, ई का मतलब enterprise, okay, इसका मतलब हिंदुस्तान लेबर लिमिटेड, as per the example, and R in the sense of resources. उसका मतलब in that Hindustan Lever Limited, whatever my resources are there, like as finance, sales, HR, production, quality, warehouse. Can I say all these are the resources? Is it right? Under one organization, whatever the organization which we are having, that is called as an enterprise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Enterprise. That means that company or organization which is called as an enterprise. As like as here, which we can say that Hindustan Lever Limited is an enterprise. Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
And that Hindustan Lever Limited is depends upon a lot of the resources. Are resources. Nothing but like a requirements, or else which we can call it as a departments. Which we can call it as a department. And we will make those resources into the planning. That means put into the one order wise. So that is what we are calling as an ERP. So, okay, boss, why should the most of the companies nowadays going to the SAP in the sense of we can simply say that SAP is an ERP package. I can't able to understand that. Can you please tell me that what is ERP? Then we can say that it's an enterprise resource planning. Whenever one company or organization wants to make their computerized, either there has to be develop a new software or else there has to be take the existing software. But instead of developing of a new software, instead of compromising with the existing software, if we can go for ERP, we will modify that standard ERP as per the requirements. That's why the most of the companies nowadays going to the make their organizations into the computerized. At the time, they are going to interest on SAP of ERP. Got it, guys?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. As per our discussion, we had decided that ERP is the better, right? Multiple of the ERPs are there. In ERP also, there was a lot of the ERPs, like as Oracle Finance, PeopleSoft, Siebel, Bahn, JD Edwards, and also the SAP. So, as in this way, there was a multiple of the n number of the ERP are already available, like in this one. So, which ERP as an Hindustan Level Limited I need to choose? As which we said that there was a multiple of the can be available, but which ERP or else why SAP on ERPs? Why? Because there is an Oracle Finance also will be there. Na? They can start with their organization transactions with the Oracle Finance also, either by through the PeopleSoft also. But why SAP? Why SAP in the sense of see here? As in a Hindustan Lever Limited, if I can take in my organization or if I made my organizational transactions into the ERP of the Oracle Finance, that would be only for my finance department. That means if I take in the Oracle Finance, I can work with all my financial applications. That should be good. There is not at all problem for me. That means the Oracle Finance can work only for the finance department. Only for the finance department.
Okay. I can
As
see
like
about
as
that.
only, not for all, only for my finance. As if I can take in this would be only for the HR. And CBL is completely with the
Only
customer
HR.
relation. HCM, Human Resource Management,
Okay.
PeopleSoft. As like
Okay.
as CBL is for the customer
I have a
relational
question.
management. Please tell me, boss.
HR or HCM is same or different?
Sorry, I didn't get you exactly. Your voice is.
HR or oh,
Boss, I am not getting your voice clearly.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I am able to hear you, but he's asking
Oh,
some question, Mr. Banerjee,
sir,
that his
get my
voice is
voice. Get
now okay. Now tell me.
yeah.
sir, HR or HCM is it same?
Same. Either human resource management or human
Okay.
management, human capital management. The both are the same. I will explain
sir,
that
right
what is the
now it is
difference.
called Human
Okay.
Experience Management, HXM.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. The things are the same, but there it will be going to be changes. Something. Okay. Not an issue.
Yeah.
I will explain that one also. So CRM, customer relational management. As like as BAN is only for the production and the purchasing activities. And the JD Edwards is completely for the sales department. That means in my organization, as an Hindustan Level Limited, in my organization, as which is said that I'm having the 5 departments, right? But for each and every department, I need the separate ERP package.
Yeah.
I need to choose the separate ERP package. So that should be very problematic. Why? Because for each and every department, if I am using the separate ERP packages, the data which is sharing from one department to another department, which is not possible. Is it right? So
Yeah.
in each and every department is using the separate ERP package. What would be the problematic here? It is the data from one department to another department, the sharing is not possible. The data sharing from one department to another department, which was not possible. So simply which we can say here,
Okay.
if we have chosen any ERP package, those will work only for the particular type of the applications only. At the time, the data sharing from one department to another department is not possible. Is it right? So the data sharing from
Okay,
one
sir.
department to another department, which is not possible. If it is not possible, even if I can make the organization to the computers, there is no use. Why? Because there is not a use for that one. The data sharing is not possible into the one department and another department. So in the situation which we are going to try work with the SAP. Thus, SAP is also an ERP package. SAP is also an ERP package, which has been introduced by the company name of SAP AG on 1972. At World of Sitting, and this was based at the Germany. That means there was one company named as SAP AG in Germany on 1972. What they're thinking that we will develop a new ERP package, but that should not be for one company and that should not be for one country. It should not be for one country. So what these people has done that they started the research from the world's smallest organization to the highest organization, world's from the largest organization to the highest organization, and as well as worldwide all the global countries also. That means for all the companies, for all the countries, whatever the requirements would be there, they have taken all the requirements from all of the companies and from all of the countries, and they made everything into this SAP, into one package by using their own language, which is called as an ABAP. That means Advanced Business Application Programming Language. So what the SAP has done that they have collected all the requirements from all of the companies and all of the countries, and whatever they have collected the requirements, they want to put all together into the one package, and they have decided the name of the SAP. So what they have done that instead of developing all those of the requirements from the different companies and different countries, using with their own language of the ABAP, Advanced Business Application Programming, using by this technical, whatever they have collected the requirements, they made everything into this SAP. And also it has been divided into the multiple of the departments, which we are calling as a multiple of the functionals. So simply, which I can say here confidently, SAP is an ERP package which has been developed for all the companies and all the countries' requirements by their own language of the above, and also it's having all my departments also. That means instead of separate ERP for separate department, I had the one package. I had the one package for all my departments. Now I can say here the integration was possible. The integration was possible. Why? Because the data share all application areas which I'm having the one ERP, so that the data sharing or the integration is also possible here. So chalo bhai, as like that, now I am a Hindustan Lever Limited. I have decided to make my organization to the computerized. So can I purchase this package and I can use it? I can't say no. I can say no. Why? Because this SAP was made for not only for the Hindustan Lever Limited, not only for the Hindustan Lever Limited. It's in a globalized. That's why what we have to do as an Hindustan, I came to the TCS. So in a simple manner, which I'm going to say here, as an IT company, they got the project from the Hindustan Lever Limited. They got the project from the Hindustan Lever Limited. That means, which we can say that first of all, we made the preparation. Project preparation was done. First of all, we made the preparation. And next, we are collecting the requirements from them, which we are calling as an business blueprint, which we have collected the requirements from them. And whatever the requirements which we have collected, as per the requirements, they made the realization, and we have provided the training also to them. That is what we are calling as a final preparation. And at last, live, go live, and this one, support. That means simply which we can say here, we are working in TCS, Infosys, Tech Mahindra or something, whatever, and we are working for the client of the Hindustan Lever Limited as a SAP HCM consultant. And what we have to do in the sense of, we need to collect the requirements from the client, and as per that requirement, we have to prepare the SAP. And also we have to provide the training to the user of the Hindustan Lever Limited. That means we are the consultant in TCS. Which type of the consultant? We are into the SAP HCM consultant. And what we have to do that, we need to collect the requirement, and also we have to prepare the SAP package as per those of the requirements in the particular area of the